Hey everyone, and welcome to Love Dogs. You know, we all adore our dogs, but let's be honest, sometimes they are just plain weird, right? You might just laugh it off when your dog licks your feet or chases its own tail, but what if I told you those aren't just quirky little habits? Today, we're going to uncover the hidden messages and, yeah, even the urgent cries for help that are hiding behind your dog's strangest behaviors.
So let's start with a total classic, the slobbery dog kiss. We all think it's just about affection, right? But the real reasons, they're way more complex and honestly, pretty fascinating. What is your dog really trying to say with all those licks?
And it's not just the licking, is it? I mean, what is up with that frantic kicking they do after they poop? Or that spinning in circles before they finally decide to lie down? We are decoding all of these signals today to get a real peek into what's going on in that beautiful mind of theirs.
So let's dive right in and start decoding their secret signals. The most important thing to remember here is that these actions are hardly ever random. It's better to think of it as a language. Your dog is constantly talking to you and to the world around them.
Okay, so back to those face licks. It's not just one thing. Your dog is literally tasting the hormones on your skin to read your mood. It's also a deep, deep survival instinct. You know, puppies lick their mom's face for food, and to them, you're the one who provides everything. Plus, let's be real, they just love the taste of your salty skin. But get this, and this is incredible. There are actual, documented cases of dogs detecting cancers just by licking, long before any doctor had a clue. Amazing.
All right, now for that bizarre little dance they do after going to the bathroom. You know the one, that vigorous kicking? Most of us just assume they're trying to cover it up, kind of like a cat in a litter box.
Well, that couldn't be more wrong. What they're actually doing is sending emails to other dogs. Seriously, they have glands in their paws that release these powerful pheromones, and all that kicking spreads their unique scent all over the area. It's like they're signing their name with a megaphone, leaving a chemical message that screams, "I was here," for every other dog in the neighborhood to read.
And what about that super cute head tilt? Oh, it's not just to get a treat out of you. Your dog is literally performing a complex physics calculation in their head, tilting to pinpoint exactly where a sound is coming from. It also helps them see around their own snout so they can get a better read on your facial expressions, helping them understand you on a much deeper emotional level.
But you know, not all of these signals are just for communication. Sometimes a behavior that seems kind of funny or quirky is actually a huge red flag, a hidden cry for help that every single dog owner needs to know how to spot.
Take scooting, for example. You know, when they drag their rear end across your nice, clean carpet? It might look funny, but this is one you have to take very seriously. 90% of the time, it means their anal glands are full or even infected, which is incredibly painful for them. It could also be a sign of parasites or severe allergies. If you see your dog doing this, it's time to call the vet.
And what about obsessive paw licking? If your dog just will not leave their paws alone, it's probably not just a weird habit. The #1 cause in a whopping 80% of cases is allergies. It could be their food, the grass outside, or even the cleaning products you use on your floors. But it can also be a sign of anxiety or maybe even a hidden injury they're trying to soothe. Now this next one can be really unsettling. Your dog staring intently at a blank wall. It's possible their amazing senses are just picking up on something we can't, like termites in the wall or a tiny gas leak. But it's so important to pay close attention, because this can also be a sign of really serious neurological problems, from doggy dementia to seizures or even a brain tumor.
Okay, so let's take a breath. Not every strange behavior is a medical emergency. Some of the absolute weirdest things our dogs do are really just echoes from their ancient past, things that are hardwired right into their DNA from thousands and thousands of years of evolution. So why do they spin around and around in circles before they finally plop down to sleep? Well, this is a 15,000-year-old bedtime ritual. Their wolf ancestors would do this to trample down tall grass, which did a few things. It made a comfy bed, scared away any hidden snakes or bugs, and gave them a clear view of any predators. And get this, some studies even suggest they might be aligning their bodies with the Earth's magnetic field to get a better night's sleep.
And how about eating grass? Most people think they do it when they feel sick, but the research shows that only about a quarter of dogs actually throw up afterwards. The real reason is probably an inherited instinct from their wolf ancestors who ate grassy plants to help, purge their systems of intestinal parasites. Some dogs also just really love the sweet taste. But here's the really important part. If your dog is eating grass frantically every single day, it could be a warning sign of a more serious digestive issue.
Okay, we've covered the confusing and we've covered the concerning. Now for the absolute best part.
the language of love. These are those beautiful, heartwarming behaviors that really show the incredible depth of the bond that you two share.
Ever find your dog snuggled up in your laundry basket? It's because your scent is one of the most comforting things in their entire world. In fact, studies show that when a dog is surrounded by their owner's scent, their stress hormones can drop by a staggering 23%. It's their way of keeping a piece of you with them, especially when you're gone.
And that big, long stretch they do the second you walk in the door, that is not just a regular old stretch. It's actually called a greeting bow. It's a deliberate gesture, and they only do it for people they truly love and trust. And here's the amazing part. When they do it, it releases the love hormone oxytocin in both their brain and in yours, making that bond even stronger.
When your dog proudly brings you their slobbery toy, or maybe even your own dirty sock, it's so much more than just a request to play. In their mind, you're the leader of the pack, but maybe not the best hunter, so they're sharing their most prized possession with you to make sure you're taken care of. It's really the ultimate gesture of trust and love.
And finally, when your dog leans their full weight right up against you, it's not because they're being lazy. They're transferring their weight to you as a sign of complete and total trust, and it's a way for them to ask for comfort and support. It is a dog's version of a hug, a profound physical gesture that's even been shown to lower the heart rate in both of you at the same time.
So, if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. Your dog is always talking to you. Every single lick, every lean, every strange little quirk is a signal. And by learning to read those signals, you can understand their needs, protect their health, and truly, deeply appreciate the incredible love they're trying to give you every day.
If you learned something new about your best friend today, make sure to subscribe to Love Dogs and join our amazing community. Thanks so much for watching, and remember to keep listening to what your dog is trying to tell you.